That's some good ASMR.
It's a white noise.
That's all we are.
Boom, boom, boom.
Damn it. That's not who I'm talking about. Fuck that.
Nickelback is not a bad band.
I don't care, but I don't want to see them. I would rather see Daft Punk over there.
I'd rather see them dead.
I don't know about that.
In a box down the river.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cool. That's all.
That's all you gotta say about it?
The concept, fucker.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
I'm not saying they updated the graphics on the fucking old one.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Okay, I want to redo it.
Well, you don't want to just come in like half stumbling, just.
Yeah, we should have. Damn.
Ruined
Well,
it, bitch.
hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Take of the Day podcast with your host, Ryan.
Alex.
And Josh.
It's a weird fucking day, man.
Yeah, man.
It's a
Life.
lovely Wednesday. The sky is gray. I feel blah, and we're off to the races. Ryan, my man, how have you been?
That was, dude. You started off too bleak, and then you got too happy.
Yeah, this is where we're at, motherfuckers.
Okay, if we're hyping each other up, it was it was good. Yeah.
This is the game plan now. You just fucking overhype it, so when you course correct, you're still just slightly better.
I had work. It was cool. It's fantastic. No, it sucked dick. I hate my life. No, my life's not too bad. Living, just trying to find the next job.
Already.
Yeah.
Stepping stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. I need to move on. But other than that, things are going pretty well, you know.
Start looking at people on checkout, just going, hey, I see you have a business card in there. What do you do?
Yes, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do. But,
Work the pole.
dude, I just need to get in a little bit better shape. Dude, that seems
Apparently
like a lot
climbing is a very good exercise for
Yeah,
that.
I wanna start climbing.
Works out all those muscles that people go, ooh.
Wanna start climbing MILFs, am I right, boys? No.
Please watch the fucking bottle of Coke next to you when you do that shit.
I'll fucking get you. For reference, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, for our
our
audio listeners.
audio listeners, we are currently drinking glass Coke bottles with real cane sugar, because woo. And Mr. Motherfucker over here is very determined to occupy the same zip code as my drink.
Look, as long as you don't...
I do not take kindly to it.
As long as you
He's
don't
worried about getting my
fucking...
drink, which, at the time...
You've seen my coordination. It could use some work.
Yeah.
As long as you don't spill it on the equipment, I don't give a fuck.
Speaking of coordination, dude, I'm getting old. My eyesight...
Oh,
is,
yeah, you made the comment earlier.
Yeah,
in the week.
dude. I'm reading skews, so there's this at work. There's like these tiny letters, these tiny numbers, and then right under is a barcode, and it's white and black, and it's like when I'm
Wait, is it the SKU or the UPC code?
the skew, like the barcode.
That's the UPC.
Okay, all right.
Ryan, you need like one of those little librarian glasses that like dangle from the little chain. Just
Yeah.
Anyway, shit.
so we're reading small ass
it was
print
reading
and
small, and
struggling.
it was blurry, and I was like reading H's as 3's, and it was just like, my god. And my dad trying to show me something, and I couldn't see it, but it was like red and like white. It was like such a white background.
Ugh.
And it was like all close together. I'm like, I cannot see this.
You should get that fixed sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Good old stigmatism. Woo!
I made fun of my family for that, dude. I'm like, nice job, 4 eyes.
Yep, suffer, fucker.
Yeah.
Coke
God
lenses.
damn it. I just wanted good vision. I have beautiful eyes. I want to show them off.
I'm glad I don't have to
No,
wear-
screw your piloting career. Bad eyes for you.
I can wear contacts.
I'm glad the only glasses I wear are these, and these are not like...
Aren't those mostly just like blue light
Yes,
filtering?
they're just blue light filtering. I don't need them to see. I'm not a blind fucker yet.
I am. It sucks.
Yeah, I hope I
I'm
don't...
not one of you blind bastards. Jesus, Josh, tell me how you really feel.
Look,
Fucking Mr. Elitist with I can wake up in the morning and
You
make up
blind beta
details.
fucks.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here with vague fucking blurry shape.
Josh
just going,
is simply built different.
No, I think Josh's issue is that he is too strong in the realm of average.
Yes.
It's like, what is normal active performance? Motherfuckers green across the board in every category.
Yeah, I think you're
too
above.
strong, man. You're fucking pancake
You
build
are
over
the deprived in Dark Souls. They have even stats throughout the whole thing.
there. Oh, what's your character in fucking D&D? Oh, you know, just like 13s across the board.
Bro, he doesn't have 13. You have at least a 14.
That's generous.
Constitution, I think you're pretty hardy.
Oh, you're going off of those okay, you're going off like D&D stats. I think the only one
I
that's
don't know. How many
lacking,
Red's apple ales have I seen him fucking chugging in?
Dude, yeah, he has a high con, dude. I think so. You don't have a hangover ever? Or...
Nope, not yet.
But then again, you also don't go hard.
Not usually.
Yeah, fucker kind of
I-
sits there with like his 2 beers, maybe a third if he's feeling
His
frisky.
wine, so he'll have a sex on the beach always.
No.
We've determined
think-
of the group, I'm the fruity bitch. Don't you be
I think
giving
the-
him
Oh,
my
no.
wine
We
tag.
go...
Ryan, let's be honest. The only stat I'm lacking in terms of those is charisma.
yeah.
That's below average.
Yeah. Intelligent.
That's a fucking lie.
Dexterity.
Patty cake with me, fucker.
I would
Let's test
say
this. What
I
you-
would say dexterity is like a 10. That's like definitely an average.
Wisdom.
I'd say that's higher than average.
I think you'd have a 13 wisdom.
I would think so. I think charisma is definitely like a 9. I
Yeah,
wouldn't put it.
no, that's
I wouldn't put it as my dumping
That's
at
pretty
8.
generous. No, I'm kidding. I think a nine's good.
I have a very bullshit gish build setup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you
'cause
got?
I know my wisdom's up there. Constitution pretty decent. Okay, strength. Kind of garbage for the rest though. I could catch a ball occasionally.
Yeah. I think my wisdom's very high. I think my dexterity's decent. Strength's okay. Con. Sorry.
I'm very worried about the possibility of spelling bee as time goes on, so I'm
A
assuming.
spelling bee?
Yeah,
Oh.
Oh,
yeah, I
fuck
feel
that.
like it
it's
would be
one
my
of those
lowest.
things of I know I'm gonna fucking
I'm glad
struggle
you said that
more
and
than
not
I
one of
feel.
us. 'Cause that's what I was thinking.
I don't think it'd be, but I don't think it'd be low. I think it'd be like maybe like a 10 or 12.
Yeah, I was going to say like 10 or 11, but
11.
I need to
I'm
invest
pretty-
before I can pick up
I
a
think I have
spellbook.
higher wisdom though. Like
yeah, that's yeah,
Yeah.
higher wisdom,
I'm a
but
very wise man.
one step lower intelligence.
Wise ass, sure.
Yeah. All right, Bob.
Hey, we can call your dad. We'll see if he agrees with me.
My dad thinks I'm the shit.
Wait, like
The
the good
shit
shit
or a shit?
Yeah, yeah.
The
yeah.
only shit.
Is that a good thing or a bad
Does
thing?
that make you the best or the worst?
Both.
Yes. I'm the best at being the worst.
It depends on the day. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, sorry.
no, I feel
Stop
that-
fucking putting it closer to his. Jesus Christ.
At some point, it's gonna be a case where I'm like gonna put it on top of the fucking cabinet. Then
I'm
we'll
gonna put
see
it
how
on top of yours.
Just Jenga
Please
tower
don't. Please don't.
I'm gonna tap it and then.
No.
Anyway.
How was your day, Ben, Alex?
Fantastic.
Has
Tippy
it-
top of the scales, flying high as a kite, joys.
I feel like your mood has completely shifted since we've gotten here.
Yeah,
I
we've had
want
a
to know
good
it's a
giggle.
case of
We've had a
I'm
good laugh, man.
tired, so
Oh.
I'm now pushing past my limits, which makes me weird.
That makes
You're
sense.
such an anime character right now.
Pretty much. It's going to be a case of I'm gonna fucking collapse once we stop recording. But
Yeah.
until we hit that point, choo choo motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's fair.
The day
I
was
hope
long,
I
the
feel like
sky was gray.
I'm energizing myself by laughing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the thing. Smile, make your brain and body just go, oh, is it fun times? I don't feel it, but I'm getting the signals.
Trick
Yeah.
yourself into giving you dopamine.
Hell yeah.
Trick your body.
Yeah.
Lie to yourself for benefits. It's the fun time. But yeah, overall, I will say decent. I enjoyed generally my time during the day.
That's
Didn't
good.
have too many stressful encounters. The occasional things I had to deal with work were more annoying than straining.
That's fair.
Mhm. But if I have to explain to someone how their goddamn password works, one more time. the main thing about working a support role job, I don't mind teaching people what it is that I do or how to fix their problem. The people that do piss me off are the ones that look me dead in the eyes and go, yeah, I understand now. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Hey, this is broken again.
Dude, yeah, fuck that shit.
That is actually the case. If you looked me in the eyes and you lied to me now, that is what that
Yeah.
was. That is not you suck at technology. That is refusal to learn.
When I was at my old place, when I was doing my IT job, there was this guy who was like, I need a better computer. I need a better computer. And we got him the better computer, and like, because the other one was like breaking, but he was like trying to take down our firewall and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so he could like download the programs that he needed, but they were not approved.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
And
He's like, huh? Yeah.
yeah.
I was like a CAD guy.
Yep. That's what
Yeah.
every fucking time. It's
Every
like, oh, I
time.
need this program. Okay, what do you need it for? Oh, for assemblies and stuff. Okay, why didn't you put this in like the report that you made? Oh, I didn't know I needed it until just now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Here's the fucking thing. And like 5 minutes later, oh, I also need the compiler program that's over there. Thanks, dude. I'm glad you're really on top of your job in terms of what you need to work, apparently.
Yeah. This guy, he would always ask for more RAM. He's like, we ended up giving like 64.
Jesus Christ.
I know. And I'm like, dude, what is the point?
So you're on a fucking server?
He's
Jesus.
the only guy who needs this much for some reason. The computer cannot handle what he's doing.
I had one instance of that. Dude was trying to like plot out like the building in like CAD software. So like every machine was like rendered in like a 3D model that you can like move around and shit. The thing is with CAD programs, you can set shit to inactive on the grid. He was keeping the entire assembly active and editable the entire time he was working on it. And he was mapping out the entire building. Every wall, every fucking trash can was in this diagram and to be rendered as an object. And he was like,
Fuck
yeah, my
that.
computer's just chugging along. It's like, yeah, fucker, you're making it like redraw the goddamn world every time you shift it this way.
That's so funny. God damn it.
Yeah.
God.
So we ended up putting stick upon stick upon stick in that little shit.
That's fucking
He
crazy.
was like, it just goes so slow. No fucking wonder, man.
It's going slow because you're a fucking idiot. Making it go
You ever
slow.
seen the dudes that take like the weightlifting rock and then sprint down the lane? Yeah, it doesn't work well. There's some heft to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's up with you, buddy?
Your church thing go? You bringing Jesus into the technological age?
Well, I didn't have... We were supposed to have this smartphone thing today, and that didn't happen.
For reference, what is your smartphone thing?
It's literally teaching fuckers how to use their smartphone.
good on you.
Like, beginner, medium, intermediate, advanced, all that shit. And it didn't happen because today, when we're recording, is also Ash Wednesday. And they're like, we're going to have a Ash Wednesday service.
I prepared very well for that Tuesday. It's been years in prep.
They're like, we're going to have Ash Wednesday service at, like, 6 o'clock, 6:30. Well, the smartphone thing would have ended at 5:30. And even before, I was like, that's a very short turnaround time to do that. Like, you're going to have people coming in and, like, getting ready for that thing while this thing's ending. Like, that's not... I don't know how it's going to work. My pastor texted me last night. He's like, oh, yeah, by the way, we're canceling it because of the service. I'm like, all right, I
We
wondered.
looked at the schedule and saw some
Yeah.
overlap and went, that seems bad.
Yeah. I was going to go in today, too, to troubleshoot the computer and test the live stream, but that didn't happen because we didn't have the smartphone things. I'm like, fuck it, there's no need for me to do that. So next time, I actually woke up kind of early today, and I woke up and played Beat Saber for like half an hour.
Nice.
And he's not talking about the game.
Glow sticks were involved, though.
That was fun. That was nice to play that. I haven't played that in 2 months maybe.
Damn,
So
dude.
it was nice to play that again. What I want to do is be able to wake up at like 9 o'clock on my 11 when I have to go in at 11. Wake up at 9 o'clock, play it for half an hour.
Respectfully, fuck yourself. Just to start this off, wake up at 9. How dare you?
Don't you have a 9 to 5?
Basically, get up
I have
at
to
like
be
7.
in the office at 8.
Oh, yeah.
8 to 4?
8 to 5.
Oh, okay.
Hour lunch. They don't
okay.
pay me for it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I was like, I want to wake up, do a half an hour of that, shower, eat, and get ready whenever before going to work. I want to try to do that, but we'll see how long that I stay on that, because it'd be nice to do that. But I'm also waiting on what is that?
Cool. All right.
I'm also waiting for it to just get warm enough so I can take my dog for a walk around the block instead, or at least one or the other, so I at least get some kind of exercise.
Yeah.
Sounds
Dude,
out.
I just want the weather to be just semi-okay.
Semi-warm.
Yeah, just move into spring already.
Please.
I don't even mind
I
the
would
rain.
like if there was not snow in my parking lot to an inconvenient degree.
Yeah.
Right? It's very dumb. Because they do plow our parking lot.
Put
in the
into a
morning.
pile, right?
No, it is the issue of they leave a line of the edge. The issue is they don't go all the way to where the car would have the little speed bump thing, hey, put your wheel here.
Mm-hmm.
They put it just 2 feet in front of that.
Yeah.
So when it all melts out in that middle point,
Yep.
there's this little fucking hump.
Yep.
So, and most people don't drive over that. So it means my parking lot goes from being this wide to this wide.
Yeah.
And it's
Sounds about right.
God fucking damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because every third person at my company drives a big fuck you truck.
Yeah, dude.
I would be fine if we got no more snow,
Mm-hmm.
and it was upper 30s, low 40s for the rest of the time until it hit, spring hit. I'd be fine with that. As long as it doesn't get super fucking cold and doesn't snow, I don't care. But I'm excited for this weekend because it's supposed to get almost to 60.
Woo!
So I'm
Shorts.
hoping.
Trip up north. Let's go.
Flip flops. Beach trip. Woo!
That's a little
Beach episode.
that's a little too cold even for me. At least at this point, maybe
You
next.
shame your Michiganian heritage.
Okay, but
Wear a
when it's
wetsuit.
when it's actual summertime and it gets to the low 60s, that's different than when it's winter and it's low 60s.
I know. It'll feel like summer.
That sounds like bitch talk to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna wear shorts to work.
I
that
believe in
day.
my brother's philosophy of if you dress warm, it
Capris.
becomes warm.
What?
I'm gonna wear capris.
Oh my god.
Women who wear capris are weird. They're just pick. It's either a jean or it's a short. I mean, come on.
As someone who's recently started wearing baseball shirts, I'm a fan of fucking in-betweens of what is normal.
Really?
Yeah, it's not quite long sleeve, but a little longer than short sleeve. It's fun. There's something whimsical about it.
My sister always says that I'd probably like baseball shirts like that, but I don't know if I would or not, to be honest.
It'd make my arms feel small. You'd look like you'd have little tiny arms.
Now I think your little tiny arms will make it look like you have little tiny...
Hey,
Damn.
hey. Shut up, man.
And they cast stones at the prophets for speaking words of truth.
Hey, man. They're not. I don't have small arms.
No.
They're fucking guns. No.
Pea shooters?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do they have bang bang or do they go pew pew?
They're like BB guns.
I was gonna say they're probably BB guns or something.
They back. A
You got this,
sting,
buddy. One day, airsoft will be in your range.
Paintball. That's the goal. Wanna leave a
Paintball
mark.
above BB gun?
Yeah, they leave more of a mark.
Huh.
Also, I would rather be hit by an airsoft gun than
Actually-
a BB gun because BB guns
Yeah.
are fucking metal
Yeah,
pellets.
That is fair. That is a good point.
I mean, to be honest, I'd rather
An
not be hit with
automatic
any
Shows
fucking
you
bullet.
how
BB
much I
gun.
know about guns, apparently.
BB guns could kill. They kill small rodents.
Yeah,
They could.
yeah.
Damn.
Brag about it. I can, maybe, if I wasn't such a bitch.
What? Take a shot?
No, kill a small rodent.
Oh. Oh.
Just sitting there going, that's not impressive. I could take a mouse.
I mean, if you could hit a mouse that's like moving around, that's good on you, dude. That's like Fallout right there. It's like the beginning of like.
It's like
you don't
Star
have
Wars,
vats.
like Womp Rat nonsense.
Yeah. I'd rather just kick the little bastard. Give me Tom and Jerry, please.
God.
How many toddlers do you think you fight?
Are you referencing the one thing? It's like if you had to fight waves of school children,
Yeah.
how many could you go through?
Yeah.
This is a hard one because I think it's more of a case of endurance.
Yeah, for sure.
Are we talking toddlers or like first graders?
Isn't it like...
The example I always see is like school grade children, so let's go first graders.
So like 5 or 6 years old?
I feel like I could take one child and like use them as an improvised weapon against the rest of the wave.
That's what I was thinking too. Or get 2 of them, start helicoptering them.
Yeah, just start using them as like artillery shells.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
While still moving. I gotta find myself like a playground and get like a stop sign and just like...
Yes, if I exploit my
Omni-Man.
superior reach, they'll never get to me.
Yeah.
God damn it.
If I could find weapons, I think I could take out maybe 20, 30.
Wait, 2030 like individual or 2030 waves?
Oh, I mean, if they're coming at me, I was thinking of it being like Neo versus.
I always
like, all-
appreciate these conversations because immediately just, okay, logistically, I could absolutely take them.
I don't think it'd be one-on-one combat. I would think they would just like swarm at you.
Yeah.
It's like World War
Zombie
Z with
tactics.
toddlers.
Let me know when they make the wave.
What's my prep time?
I feel like with toddlers, at least like me and Alex, maybe you two, we could just walk through them.
Yeah, but they
Kick them
can,
off your leg.
I don't know, dude. Toddlers are fucking crazy, and they keep hitting you in the dick. They will. They're like waist tight on us.
I'll wear a cup.
I wear hockey pads.
Yeah.
I saw a documentary on it, and it's like, most NFL players don't wear a cup. And it's like, why?
More speed.
It's unmanly.
Uh,
Legitimately, it's just a case of like team shaming. It's like, oh, you bitch, you wear a cup. It's like, yeah,
I didn't because
the
it
amount of
affected my
fucking
running.
force you would
See,
do.
I can understand that. That's fucking bullshit, though.
Yeah.
No, people did that even in.
Fuck
But
that.
yeah, my boys were just growing at that time. I wanted to keep them.
Do they shame people for not wearing fucking mouth guards, too?
No, people love their teeth.
They don't love their dicks?
Not as much.
They
as
don't want to pay
should.
that alimony.
Dude, this happened to me like when I was in wrestling and I wore a cup, and people are like, "Wow, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, fucker, you're up in my business. I gotta protect the jewels."
Yeah, and that's also like people who don't wear the earmuffs. Like, dude, I don't
It's
want
definitely in that
cauliflower
same
ear.
vein of like, "Oh, I don't want to wear my seatbelt because it makes me feel less cool." It's like, fucking suck it up, Jesus. It's not that much of an inconvenience.
I think
Yeah.
the only sport that I would have cup in was baseball. I'm almost positive we didn't wear them in soccer.
No, we did not. No, I didn't wear one in tennis. I've been hitting the balls. That sucked. Takes the wind out of you.
I bet. Oh, that's what we gotta do when it's warmer.
Yeah,
Hit
dude,
right in the
tennis
nuts. What?
No, go to the tennis courts.
Dude, I definitely want to go back into tennis.
I
I want to compete again.
Back in my prime.
Back in my prime.
Okay, Josh, I have a question for you. Did you go through the process of trying to find a sport when you were little?
Yes, I guess, because we got shoved in the baseball and soccer when we were kids.
Mm-hmm. How do you remember that process?
It was fine, other than the fact that like once we had actual like friends and shit, it was like, fuck, we have practice or a game. Damn it, we want to hang out more with people. And then finally got to the point of, this is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches are too fucking competitive and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck this, we're done. That's kind of
That sounds very on brand for you as you've grown in age.
But that was also like part of it was just me and the fact that me and my brother were like sick of it, done with it by like 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
But it was more my mom who was like, nope, were done because like baseball, the coaches were just too fucking competitive, and parents were fucking, you know how little league parents are, yelling at fucking umps and whatnot. And then soccer, our coach was like playing favorites with people and like having them do the winter league and shit. And then we were told we were supposed to be in the same team for 2 years, and then we get a call from a different coach asking where we're at. So she's like, all right, fuck this. Which is fine because, again, by that time, we had some friends in our neighborhood that we would hang out with. So it's like, I'd rather do that than be stuck playing sports that me and my brother didn't really care for because, like, fuck that. Especially for me because, like, of course, I get shoved into fucking goalie in soccer, and I hated that.
He's a big kid. He takes up most of the net. Get him in there.
Exactly. And then like with baseball, it was always outfield, even though I wanted to do pitching, and I never got to pitch. I think I only pitched like once or twice in my like last season with it, and I was like, this fucking sucks.
Can I point out how cruel it is to have outfield in a fucking little league game?
Yeah.
Because they put me in that position when I did baseball. My dad has so many memories of me sitting on my ass picking grass.
Yeah, that's how my brother was. Sometimes he would be looking down the grass and shit like that. And it's like
nothing's fucking coming anywhere near this area of the field.
Yeah, it was dumb.
How about you, Ryan? You have any fun sporting stuff now?
I did every sport in the sun. I did. I did soccer for like that was when I did that for a while. Especially when I was younger. It was like 5 through like 12 or something like that. Right when I got into like middle school, I feel like that's when it kind of dipped down. And then I did tennis. I did that for a very long time. Well, yeah, because I did that throughout high school. I took a break from it, and then I did in middle school. I did football. I did cross country. I did track. What else did I do? I started tennis then.
I kind of forget that you did track and cross country.
Yeah, I like to forget I did cross country too. That was the worst. That was the worst experience of my life.
Oh, I bet.
I am not a long distance guy.
Yeah.
My legs are beefier, and I'm a shorter, stockier guy, and I was built for sprinting, and I was pretty decent at that. I just didn't try. I didn't know what it meant to try. Didn't know what grit was.
Yeah, that was definitely an aspect of just early fucking athletics. Because I know my mom did like a similar thing of, all right, rotating this motherfucker through everything we can get his hands on.
Yeah.
And the issue with me, apparently, compared to my sister, is I would just take to things, but I would have no drive for them whatsoever.
Yes.
It's like, okay, it's tennis or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, bounce the fucking ball on the racket and see how long you can go. Okay, cool. I'm just sitting there like I'm autistic in the corner and just going, okay, that's how this works. And apparently the coach is over talking about it. I'm going like, is my hand-eye coordination solid? Can we get him on the team? He's like, hey, you want to be on the team? Yeah, not really. Or it's like, oh, he's tall. Is he good at like basketball? It's like, yeah, he's okay. Hey, do you want to do basketball? Yeah.
The amount of people I had growing up who went, oh, do you do like football or do you do wrestling? Like, I remember distinctly in middle school, I had he wasn't really a teacher. He was more like an assistant, and he was the wrestling coach. And he was like, oh, you should do wrestling. You know, you're, the type of like build or whatever. I'm like, fuck that. And I remember, I think it was
as someone that did go that path. Yes, fuck that. That is absolutely how that goes.
I just had no interest in it. And then I remember, I think it was like 8th grade or something like that. There were, I want to say they're like high schoolers or whatever for like football recruiting or whatever. And they're like, oh, are you doing football as like a freshman or whatever? I'm like, I'm not even high school because I was tall and big. I'm like, oh fuck, like there again, I didn't have any interest in either of those things.
Yeah, apparently my mom got harassed by like the lacrosse coach when I was younger. He's like, he'd be perfect. He'd be so fucking good. And
And goalie.
I don't like lacrosse. It's not my thing. I'm not very motivated by sports. They were just a thing I did for fun. Putting on swim team, it's like, wow, his like body structure's got like almost fish-like fucking webbing or some shit like that.
It's got webbed feet.
Yeah, clear. No, it's just a case of like fucking like thigh definition and like streamlined legs or some shit. It was 50
You had good
million
legs, kid.
fucking random things. Just like he'd be great at swimming. It's like,
Huh.
Okay, I just like splashing around in the water. It was neat.
I understand the whole thing of like putting your kids through those kind of things just to see if like anything sticks, but
Yeah, like I appreciate it, but I did not have like a drive to commit to fucking any of them.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I would have stuck with like baseball or soccer, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, like maybe if my experience was better, I would have.
Dude, of all my things, I stuck with gymnastics the longest just because I was okay. I talked to friends while we're doing stretches and shit, and it's in a nice air-conditioned environment.
True.
My parents kept me in everything under the sun to keep me busy. Otherwise, I would have just like played video games or something.
And see, that's understandable too. Especially like I feel it's very relevant nowadays.
Yeah.
Whereas like back when we were kids like that, yeah, we had video games and shit like that, but it's not like now where everyone under the fucking sun almost has internet access, has something of that kind of like
Yeah, you had
thing.
the console in the family room.
Yeah, like I remember we got not yelled at, but like we were always like told like, all right, go outside.
You've
and play
been
for,
on
like,
that
an
damn
hour
game
or
too
something.
long. Go run outside.
I mean, we had that sometimes too, but a lot of times there's like go outside, run around, like just be outside or whatever. But
yeah, I'd get locked out of the house.
we
You
were
do
never
not
that
get
bad.
to come in for at least an hour.
We never locked out, but we was just like go outside. But that sucked as, super young kids when you're, it's only just like me and my brother. This wasn't before we met my couple friends in the neighborhood. And like once we met our friends and stuff like that, yeah, it was better. But like in the fucking winter, that still sucked ass. Like in between like this time of year where it's either fucking cold and snow or like there's melted snow and shit like that.
Yeah.
You can't play in the fucking snow. You can't go sledding or anything. Like you're kind of stuck doing nothing.
I got very lucky with where I grew up because I had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had like 5 to 7 people like all around my age. We were just like a group, one big group all the time. It was like Alex Baird and stuff. I had Morgan, Kirby.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was cool. I was lucky, and my sister did not get any of that. My parents kept me busy, dude. They did like.
Looking back, there were some very dumb excuses that they used. It's like, oh, we have a fucking groundhog. Go run around so it drives them off. It's like, okay, that sounds legit. And that's how my ass just ended up running laps around my house for the fucking hell of it in the middle of summer. And I actually had fun doing it. It was just like a very dumb, like, I just ran barefoot and just like, wee.
Toys let
And
me
that was
kill
like
the
the only
rabbits.
time I ever enjoyed running.
Yeah, we played tag a lot.
That's what we would do that a lot, or other like hide and seek and like what was it called? I think it's called like Ghost in the Graveyard or something like that.
Yeah.
We played that a lot because like our buddy Ben, he has a decent sized yard and like I have a decent sized yard, so like we would literally like run around our whole neighborhood essentially. Sometimes maybe they would take the Ben's yard, but like there were times where like, all right, our houses and our yards are free reign basically.
Yeah, we'd always like we were so young that we had like the imaginations. Like we'd always play like superheroes and stuff.
Yeah, fucking cops and robbers. Here we go.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh man, like looking back, having that imagination, that's insane. Like being able, you're in a different world.
Mhm.
That's pretty cool.
And also was
Hide and seek
nice.
was always a fun one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was also really nice when all of us were getting more into like Yu-Gi-Oh and shit like that. Because then that would be another thing we would do is go over to Ben's and sit on their deck and just fucking play Yu-Gi-Oh and shit like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That was always fun too for a little bit.
I always liked collecting. I never played.
I
feel
kind
like
of miss hide and seek.
We talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
Looking back at it, I feel like that was a very dumb thing or enabled a lot of things. Because all I can think of is the amount of times me and my buddy would be hiding behind someone's random ass shed,
Yeah, dude.
like barefoot, and there's like old rusted nails that had like fallen out of like the roofing.
Yikes.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go lay in the woods under some leaves for a while and wait.
When I was in high school, high school and middle school, I hung out with a couple friends, and we would always like ding dong ditch, and I just thought that was like the fact that we like snuck out of the house or something, and did something at night for like a sleepover or whatever. But it was just simpler times. That was
like an adrenaline thing. Just
yes, dude. That was like
freedom.
That was the coolest thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's like such a weenie thing, but it was like being so innocent to like sneak out and like go ding dong ditching. Like that's
we were never that bad. Like we never did anything bad.
I remember bad, you criminals.
Like, the ultimate feeling was always just being like out of your house, like with some buddies in some fucking area, like as it was starting to get like sunset.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I remember we would stay at our one buddy's house, and which wasn't super far from ours. And I feel like this was like middle school or something like that, but it was like super late at night. Or like, fuck it, let's go walk around. And I don't remember what we were doing, if we were walking to the food castle right there or not, but we were walking down there, and I think I remember we thought we heard like wolves or something like that out there. I'm like, all right, fuck this, let's go back.
Oh, yes, when you were young, and there was genuine terror of the woods.
Yeah. Man, being small was weird. You're afraid of a lot of things. Yeah, dude. So innocent.
It's like, oh, it's a fucking dark, cloudy day, there's wind, and I'm jumping in my trampoline in the backyard, looking out into the woods.
Yeah.
And I see something move, and I'm like, it was the thing.
Yeah, time to go inside.
Yeah. I will say that the point I remember when, because we'd play like baseball and shit too. Mm-hmm. And I just remember we got to the point where we were able to hit the baseball across the street and over to like your neighbor's yard. That was the point where we were like, all right, we got to start going to like the high school or somewhere that has an actual baseball field, because we were very close of hitting cars and windows.
Yeah, there's a lot of dumb shit you could have gotten up to.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully too, at that point we were old enough, or someone in their group was old enough to at least go drive.
Mm-hmm.
Do you look back at like some of the things you did and like, that was a very poor decision. I'm amazed I didn't die or something went bad. Because I have one particular memory that always kind of sticks in my head. So in our old backyard, where in my hometown, we had like a wooden fence between us and like the woods, and there was the back door across the yard. Well, at one point there was a hornet's nest on like the wooden fence.
Fuck that.
And at the time, me and my buddy thought we were pretty fast at running. And we had like those little small like basketball fucking play school things. So we thought it'd be a great idea to try to hit the hive and sprint to close the garage door as safety.
Fuck that.
I learned later, not only was it a hornet's nest, they were bald-faced hornets, which are worse.
Damn.
I don't like to
I
fuck
should
with
have
anything
gotten
like that.
hurt from that, but no. Managed to luck the fuck out. But looking back.
I have a couple of like almost death experiences.
I believe it.
Yeah.
What you got?
I remember it's funny because I was at a Home Depot when I was
the foreshadowing.
when my parents first moved here. We were doing some home reno, and I was on top of my dad's shoulders.
Okay.
Knees
And I was like, what, 4? And I was swinging back and forth, and I swung, and I was not holding on, and I fell off. And I almost hit my head. It was going like straight onto the concrete. My mom like ninja saved me.
I guess that good old parent reflex of
Yes. That's some reflex. And then I was at this place called Camp Dearborn. By Dearborn. And I was on this tube thing, like floating, and I was young, and I was getting closer to the like the swim zone, like ending, and I didn't realize I couldn't touch the ground, and so I was trying to spin back around, and I fell off.
Oh no!
And I was like, I just inhaled a bunch of water. I'm like, and I tried to like call out for help and stuff. No one was there. Like I was just trying to jump and gasp for air, and I was like,
oh god!
I'm like, this was scary, and I felt like that one scene in Pirates of the Caribbean where they're just walking underwater. That's all I could do, and I never opened my eyes underwater, so I didn't know where I was going, and that was
blindly off into the distance. Let's hope this.
I was
goes
like,
well.
I was freaked because I just swallowed a bunch, and like, this could be it.
I think the worst I had of that shit, and this only sticks out to me. I can't remember much else. Is behind Ben's yard and stuff like that is a little
Needle factory.
No, it's a factory, but not that. There's like hills and shit like that, and like fields behind there, between there and Elreal Steel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we would go there and sled all the time. Well, on the one hill we used all the time, half of it was like less steep or whatever, but there was a like a snake hole or something like that there, and I didn't realize it was there, and I was walking up and my foot got caught in it, and I sprained my ankle. And so it was like
you dick.
That is not. You could blame my upbringing for that. My family is all about laughing at people and then helping.
And like it was a bunch of us there. I think it was me, my brother. I don't remember if my sister was there or not, but it was like our buddy Ben, our other buddy, and so we were all like well shit. And so they had to fucking help me get back home. I just remember having to go to the fucking hospital and get a cast and everything. I was like, this fucking sucks. I hated it so much.
Also, how fucking dare you?
What?
You're like the biggest person of that group, and you're the one that has to be fucking like shuffled back to safety. You asshole.
You couldn't tough out the pain.
I mean, I don't remember if I walked back or not. I mean, I doubt I did. But this was like first grade, I think. First or second grade.
He was carried back.
I was not carried
dragged.
back. I was probably like dragged along on the sled. That's probably what happened.
Josh, you son of a bitch! Why could the Jake?
That was like the worst. That's like the one and only like injury I've had is a sprained ankle.
I live in fear of the day that I break something, because I have managed to sidestep that so far.
Yeah,
But that means the moment that something does break, I'm gonna be an inconsolable bitch. I know it.
Yeah.
Whining about the pain. Gonna assume I'm dying. It's gonna suck.
I fractured an arm, which I like couldn't turn it or whatever. No, yeah. It was a hairline fracture. No, damn it. I mean,
I'm just saying, if you don't say the reason, I'm just gonna assume that was.
I fell on like AstroTurf, and right under it was like concrete. I was doing soccer and I was playing goal. I was keeper. Yeah, it was dumb. I like. Excuse me.
Yeah, and that was always the fucking story. It's like, oh, what happened to him? Oh, he like snapped his collarbone. Like, how the fuck did you do that? Fell.
Yeah. Well, the collarbone can only take 15 pounds, bro.
It's like, oh, what'd that dude do? Oh, broke his leg. What'd he do? Fell on a thing.
Yep. My leg.
It was always the case, like, my ass hit the ground a lot, but
Dude,
nothing ever broke.
When I fractured the arm right before like summer got back, like from summer vacay, and I was at third grade, because I was going. It was my first year back, like into like the new school or whatever, and I got so much like they were like, oh my god, what happened? Like this girl seen that I got attention. Okay. And, like,
You were a commodity. Ooh.
I was, and then she got jealous, and I'm like, I swear to God, because it was like not a week later, and she breaks her arm, like she falls
commitment.
down. Yeah, I gotta sell this. Land on my arm, baby.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, dude, come on.
How's it feel? No, that chick's more hardcore than you.
Ain't no thing, baby. I mean, if she's willing to go that far, then good for her. I have. She probably has kids
determination
now.
honestly scares me.
She probably has kids now.
Is that a good or bad thing?
Oh.
If they
Depends on
inherit
who you
their
ask.
disregard for life, they're terrifying.
Depends on who you
It's
ask.
too much power.
Yeah. People breed. Disgusting. Just wait till it's like Warhammer and we just become fucking bodies to fuel the fire of war.
Onto the pile.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Meat for fodder.
The dumb games we play.
Yep. I know.
Definitely not like what we do these days.
Yeah.
Ryan, what dumb games have you been playing lately?
Dude, I've been playing Elden Ring. Dude. Elden Ring is all I've been playing. Fuck League for now. I've been taking a hiatus from that game. I need a break.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy Alex quit like a little bitch. No,
He'll be back probably.
No, he deleted it. And I don't.
Oh no, that'll take like 5 whole minutes to read down the.
I don't think he's going to. I think it maybe in a couple months. I don't think it's anything.
Right, Alex, cold turkey, go.
I think he should. I think I should. I think I should get rid of the game.
I think at least a break.
Yeah.
Or just don't play fucking ranked.
I just need a break. Well,
tell you what, give me your login information. I'll change your password.
No, I invested too much. I invested too much in that game.
Yeah.
Legit money.
Yeah.
At least $1,000. I'm kidding. I don't even have every skin. But I mean, I think that's it though. Like, I think it costs way more than $1,000.
Probably. But you buy a lot of skins. You have bought a lot of skins, to be honest.
Oh, ow. My ribs.
Bless you.
So Elden Ring.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cool. That's all.
That's all you gotta say about it?
Highest lackluster review I've heard.
Very good. 10 out of 10. No, it's very fun. It's like Dark Souls, but like
plus
modernized. Yeah, it's like Dark Souls 5e. I like what they did. My favorite thing is like when you kill groups, you get your pots back.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels like a short rest kind of thing.
Yeah, that is an aspect I very much like because it's a case of you can just keep kind of going if you're on a roll.
Yeah.
You don't have to like stop, rest up. You can just fucking keep hiking through the bullshit.
Yeah, you can legit like go and kill like those enemies of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the mining and stuff. It's like, oh, okay, I can just like do a quick little farm. I think it's a very nice commodity that they added. I was telling Josh earlier, I'm like, it's so hard because this game with Dark Souls 3, it felt like, since it was so linear, it's like you go into this, the people are around your level or a little harder, and you can have like 1 or 2 thrown in there that are just like.
Yeah, generally it's a case of if you keep going, it's probably gonna be something you can handle.
Yeah, and then you have like. Yeah, if you're skilled enough, then you can beat these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
then with the open world aspect, it's definitely a case of, okay, I wandered this way.
I
got the critical attack, and his bar went down. Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to go back. Exactly.
If I parry this dude perfectly, it'll only take me 9 perfect streaks in a row, and that might do it.
So in that instance, does it show you like what their level is at all?
Nope.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
It's a case if you wander up and you swing and you see little dent in the health bar.
Okay.
Because
that's what I was wondering.
I'm in danger.
Because like in some games that it happens where it does show you like the level at least.
Yeah, like the God of War fucking thing.
Okay.
You get the like level bar.
So like with Dark Souls, I feel like when it pushes at you, like I feel like it's just this rinse and repeat thing. Where I said...
Yeah, there's always a case of like, okay, I made it here. That means I can overcome this if I just learn the tricks, learn the pattern. Blah,
or if
blah,
I just leveled up just a little bit more. And then, like, when you level up enough, you grind enough, and then you can beat the boss and do all the stuff. And then it's like, next level, rinse and repeat. With
this definitely feels like a case of like, oh, fuck, no, I gotta get out of here and come back later.
It feels like the game is like, it's almost easy. And then it gives you that, like, it's like, okay... it starts you off and it's like, but then it gives you a push. And if you're not ready, you're going to be like on the back of your feet. And it's up to you to come back to balance.
It is very easy just to go like, oh, hey, what's over here? Oh, where's this go? Oh, I'm now fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this perfect game. I think it's like the perfect balance of like, all right, it lets you know when to...
The random ass teleport things I both love and despise.
Dude, that gives me anxiety in that game. Because I'm like, oh my god, my souls! My souls! I didn't know.
Like, the third one of those that I hate, I'm like, okay, where in the fuck did this one say? Oh, this is pretty. Where the fuck am I?
Yeah.
What is that guy? And just like the stone colossus motherfucker just raises up. I'm like, oh no.
Yep.
Oh no.
Help. Please.
It's like finally overcome. It's like, yeah, suck it. I can now like fast travel with the. Where am I on the map?
Oh,
I'm like this one little dot of reveal. It's like,
Yeah.
Scroll down, 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 down. I'm like, it's definitely a case of I like the map in that it's hard to tell the fucking scale until you start actually like exploring.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fucking huge map.
Because I thought it was like, okay, I've wandered way the fuck out here. Surely I'm like a decent like part of the map across. Oh hell no, go that way. Go miles
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, dude. It's huge. Like,
Are you playing on PC, Alex?
I am.
Okay, I wasn't
With
sure.
the joys of the random stuttering issues that
Yeah,
they
that's
still
what I was
suffer.
wondering if how bad that's been for you.
I personally don't think it's terrible, but I can see how it'd be annoying. It just means like every like 45 minutes or so.
Okay.
Just okay, stop for a second. And we're okay.
I have these. It's not really an issue, but it's like, since there's so much being loaded into the game, there's those bats in the beginning that like are flying in a like
Does it fuck
flock.
up the frame rate?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
it's almost like it's just like it's like
I'm not surprised.
it's
then.
funny.
I've determined I absolutely hate flying enemies more than anything in that game.
Yeah, those mosquitoes, those sons of
The
bitches.
dragonflies suck ass. There are like eagles you fight later,
Yeah.
and some asshole decided no, those aren't annoying enough. It makes it so that they can throw exploding barrels at you.
Jesus.
Try ranged. Dude, it's
Yeah.
almost like they want you to play a ranged character.
I have a bow on my fucking slots ready to go, just in case
You
of
can
bird.
craft arrows in that game, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I was like, dude, this sounds like it's going to be a pain if you want to be a bow guy.
Yeah, it's a
would
case
suck.
of you can like purchase arrows normally,
Yeah.
or you can go like fucking harvest bones from shit.
Yeah.
And then they're slightly worse,
Like
at least starting off.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it's pretty easy to like amass them.
Right.
It's like, I killed like 3 birds and like 2 wolves.
Yeah.
I now have like 30 arrows.
Right.
Which in Dark Souls games are usually like, yeah, those will last you a while.
Yeah.
I very much enjoy the crafting aspects
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
because I'm now getting to the point where I'm actually like using items and shit.
Yeah.
In Dark Souls
and
normally, I would never use like gold pine resin or like
yeah,
the
I
found.
never.
It's like I only have 4 of these, and if I fuck up this run, it's gone.
Exactly.
But now it's like, oh, it's a fucking
Craftable?
red raspberry and
Yeah.
some twigs.
Yeah.
Hell
So-
yeah, I'll take 12.
It's like the equivalent of getting max revives in Pokemon and be like, I don't want to use these yet. I want to save it and never fucking using them throughout the main story.
Yeah, what if I need it for the super secret boss?
I always hate that because it's like I just have a stockpile of shit. I'm like, well, fuck, I never even use these damn things.
I think the term that I've picked up for that is mind goblins. It's the idea of your dumb little idiosyncrasies that you pick up that make the game harder on yourself.
That's fair. That is fair.
It's like, but the number goes down. It's like, what the fuck does it matter?
Because there's shit I've picked up in Legends Arceus that are like they're like the battle items basically, and I'm
Mhm.
like,
How is that going, by the way?
so on the 27th it was Pokemon Day, 26 years.
Yep.
And they did a Pokemon Present, so they had a bunch of updates on their games, Pokemon Go, Unite, other shit. They dropped an update for Legends Arceus that basically added more side missions, and
Did they add
There's-
pixels to the water if you look at it from more than 5 feet away?
I don't know if they did anything with that, to be honest. I wish they would.
I'd be amazed if their hardware could handle it.
And then they also added, they have like mass outbreaks already, which is just like more of a certain Pokemon just spawn. Now they have like
I'm just
massive,
picturing like a zombie horde of like Lotads or something.
I mean, pretty much. And now they have like
Help,
massive
Wurmple have
mass
devoured the
outbreaks,
city.
and it's just like a bunch of them over the map.
Shit ton of dittos.
Hide your children.
Not actually in the game, surprisingly.
Really?
There's no breeding, so that's why.
Boo.
Probably.
The one part of Pokemon I wanted in
You can't
HD.
tell anyone. You're just a kid.
In terms of
You're
where
the
I'm
chosen
at
one.
in it,
Breeding. Anyway.
I'm like really close to the end game,
Uh-huh.
like the
To
actual
the edge.
Edging.
end game of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been like sidetracked and just doing side missions and other shit.
Just to finish the game.
I'm going to. I think I'm going to try to finish it this week so I can move on to other games. The other thing that was kind of surprising that they announced at the Pokemon Presents is Gen 9, which it'll be Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. And it's essentially using the framework from Legends Arceus. It's going to be open world. Let's see. Which
so this is going to have Plusle and Minos as the poster one, right?
No.
Shame.
No.
Bastards.
It's also based on Spain, which is kind of cool. And
Here I was thinking it was the arcane tie-in we were all hoping for.
and they showed off, the only new Pokemon they showed off were the starters, which I can't remember how the grass one's called. It's like Sprig something. It's basically a grass cat.
Which one's going to be the Matador?
Hopefully none of these. There's the fire type, which is
Oh,
called...
I saw the grass cat. Because
yeah,
everyone was
'cause
like, it's
oval.
cute.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of what it's going to turn into.
Yeah. And then the fire one's called Fuecoco, which people are comparing to like a pepper. But it's like a crocodile-looking guy. And then the water type is a duck Pokemon called Quaxel. And a lot of people are making the comparison that it looks like Donald Duck from Kingdom Hearts. So I've been seeing that all over, and I'm loving it. But it's
Going to have a fucking, like, Z move or whatever. It's fucking Zeta Flare.
That's what I was telling. Zach was like, I hope we can learn Hybrid Room. I'm like, yes. What's cool is I think on the website, there's a quote that says, trainers can explore an open world where various towns with no borders blend seamlessly into the wilderness. So it's literally open world. There's no like loading screens between towns and the like actual routes, which I'm hoping
I
to
am
God.
very afraid because that implies a level of optimization they do not have in the present build.
The other thing I'm a little iffy on is it's slated for a late 2022 release. I think that's a bit too early, unless like it was co-developed with all at the same time as Legends Arceus, or it's like very
I'm trying to think,
shortly.
who's the company that like helps make Breath of the Wild's engine?
I have no idea. But I will say,
Because if they have like them helping out, then I'd be fine with it. But
I will say it looks better than Legends Arceus already. Like there were some shots of like a Magnemite and a Seviper, and just like the textures on them were much better looking. Like you actually could see scales on Seviper. So that was kind of cool. I wouldn't be upset if it got pushed back by like a few months, half a year, or whatever. I just think it's too early. We just had Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl this past November. Legends Arceus has only been out for a little bit over a month at this point. I think it's a little too early.
Just pump out a game a year.
No, fuck that. That's such a terrible model. Which thank God Call of Duty's not having a release in
Bi-yearly?
2030. See, okay.
I want the games to be done. However long it takes for them to be finished.
Yeah.
Half a year.
I want a BioWare
That's called
RPG that
beta.
was not scrunched down to 18 months.
Yeah,
Poor Dragon Age 2.
I just hope that if it comes out on time, I hope it's complete and it runs fine. If it doesn't look the best, fine, whatever. It's Pokemon. I'm not buying it because it looks pretty. I mean, I'm hoping it will look pretty, but I don't know. But it has been 3 years, I think, 3 or 4 years since Sword and Shield, so it is about right for a new generation. But we'll see. People are also thinking maybe it's gonna be closer to how Sword and Shield will work in terms of like the open world, which there again, I'd be fine with that too. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully they give us some more updates soon.
Do you think Pokemon Snap's going to get DLC?
It has gotten some.
No, I mean, like, if they release a new game.
Probably not. I don't know. It's gotten stuff here and there, but I don't know where it's at.
Because I feel like the hype on that one kind of died off fairly quickly.
It did. It did very much. There's definitely people who enjoyed
Pokemon
it.
Snap, that one, you just go around and take pictures, basically.
Yeah, the one that Josh was really into for a hot second.
I mean, I was excited for it, and I I did admit
it was
that
a beloved remake of a classical
it wasn't.
adventure.
It's a
MMO.
remake. It's a completely new one.
The concept, fucker.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
I'm not saying they updated the graphics on the fucking old one.
I will admit that I fell off really hard, but it was a matter of I got to a point where I just had to like grind out the points to unlock new areas, and it just got like real
Tedious.
Yeah. So maybe I'll go back to it soon. I don't know. I have other shit I want to
you
get
won't.
through.
Don't lie to me.
It's definitely not high on my list. The other thing, not Pokemon, is Sony revealed the PSVR 2 headset and controllers, and I like how the headset looks. I don't care for the controllers that much, but like the original or like the normal PS5 controllers, it'll probably grow me the design wise.
I dig it. I think it's cool.
It's not
So
the
it's not a
worst.
standalone system, but it works in conjunction with the PS5.
Yes, it's like the original PSVR thing,
Okay.
which I also found out that you can use the original one
Yeah.
with the PS5, but you need like some adapter, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
which that's good because it doesn't.
Which,
It looks like it's just a little bit better.
model.
Yes, more. I mean, in terms of like other stuff that's on the market, like the Oculus Quest or like the Steam Valve. Or
The
Steam Index,
resolution looks amazing.
I think it's about on par. I think it's like OLED for the display. I
I'm
think it
liking that
has-
VR things are starting to become like more popular, kind of. So they feel less like a toy.
Yeah, they're not so much of a like a gimmick, I guess, kind of thing.
Yeah, like this will be used
This
past like
is
the first
meta.
week after Christmas.
Yeah. yeah.
Meta.
It really pisses me off that it's technically it's the Meta Quest now instead of Oculus, which is fucking stupid that they changed names like that. But I mean that's
You can run, bastard. Your brand is still garbage.
yeah. That's all I had to say on that. Like, it's not
That's all
a
look cool.
terrible design. I understand what they're going for.
I mean, I think it's just the weight distributed evenly.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll
Well,
see
it's
how good it runs.
just-
and
I'm
everything.
just curious how much it ends up like weighing.
Yeah, because if it's a heavy headset, that's gonna suck.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember, I feel like the original PSVR is kind of a bulky
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I mean, I assume they just like make modifications and stuff.
Yeah.
Eventually, once you get that tech down to a T, but
I just want to like I want them to make the better steps forward where it's not so nauseous inducing. Like if you like I went to the a VR arcade where when you take a step forward it like zips you forward. I'm like I thought I was gonna fall.
I don't think we're gonna get past that unless they do like full on like immersion rigs like Ready Player One style.
Well, they have those treadmill things.
Yeah, like
they're
that.
working on
But those are not very
common yet.
common or conventional at
Yeah.
the moment.
Yet
Just give me a
treadmill.
no, give me the the Nerve Gear. Give me that style VR.
Dude.
Minus the brain frying.
nah,
Yeah.
throw murder in there. Make it a selling point.
Welcome to Sword Art Online.
Exactly. Just give me that shit.
What's the opposite of insurance policy? Do you think
The-
they'll have
a
like
desurance
game,
policy?
like GameStop, like refund policy? I just like the idea that they sell the Nerve Gear with the intent that they're gonna get that headset back in a bit.
We only do renting here.
Lease your Nerve Gear.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, that would actually be fucking insane. Like people like
If you survive more than a year, it's free.
well, just the testing out and stuff. It's almost like there's that episode of Black Mirror where
Yeah.
where he does the thing and it's like the chip and he's just trapped in his mind that his brain
Yeah.
fries and it was only like they just put the gear on and that's how long it was and he was in there for like ever. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Sucks to beta
That
test.
that whole entire like step forward in VR is it's very scary considering the media that has it already and like the risk or whatever. Or like I don't know. I don't think
I'm still at the portion where I don't want to put my brain into technology. I want to put technology in my brain.
Isn't that
I want a fucking hard drive in my head. I want to just plug into shit and learn things.
I know kung fu. You'd be like, that's the Matrix.
I know calculus.
That's what the Matrix is.
That'd be kick ass.
That's just cheating.
Yeah.
Fair.
No, that's
No.
another dumb fucking show that I watched. We didn't talk about it earlier. Dollhouse. That thing was kick ass. Basically, download a set of skills in for whatever the fuck you need for the day.
I got a particular set of skills
Interesting.
that I'm going to download right now.
It's like, oh, I need to be an assassin this week. Beat fucking boop. Get in there.
Not entirely.
It was solid.
I mean, it's gaming related, but I watched the rest of the Cuphead show because that's been out.
What'd you think?
I liked it. It didn't like follow the game strictly, but it did. It still like it had its own story kind of thing, and I was surprised it kind of left off on a cliffhanger. And I just read like a few minutes ago that Netflix renewed for another season, so
Well,
kick ass.
I'm happy. I liked it a lot. It's very goofy, definitely not as adult as I thought it was gonna be, but I like the animation for it. The music's pretty good too.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
that's
heard people had fun with the show.
yeah. It's just a fun, quick show. I mean, they're quick 15-minute episodes. I think there's 12 episodes at the moment. So
Solid.
That's what, 3 hours? 4 hours? Sorry. No, that's 3 hours.
yes, 3 hours. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So you literally just
Yeah,
binge it
very
one
cool.
night.
Very nice. You watch
Nice.
anything else recently?
We went and saw the Foo Fighters Studio 666.
Yes, we
That
did.
is a thing we went and saw.
That was very...
That was a fucking great movie.
I feel
It,
I was
okay,
not high
it was
enough for
not
that
a
film.
great movie. It was a very... excuse me. It was a very stupid movie. But that was why it was good.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. It was
Ryan,
Yeah.
how high were you when we went and saw that film?
Bro... as a kite. No, I mean, I wasn't bad.
Okay. I feel I should
It's
have
like,
been higher
it's like...
a lot.
Being a little drunk is pretty much the equivalent.
Mhm.
Like a bowl worth, you know?
Yeah, like it was definitely silly, but fun.
yeah,
Yeah, no, it was a movie to turn your brain off.
and just laugh.
And
Yeah, like you're
just-
definitely not sitting there going, the fucking symbolism they have here. Very
No,
subtle."
no.
Yeah, you're not
the
gonna
first
dissect
like
the
5
movie.
minutes, it was really just like, okay, isn't this a little on the nose? Why is no one questioning this? It's
Yeah.
like
Oh, band
You
died
wanna-
here. Let's
you-
fucking do it.
you want to get a new experience, huh? It's like I got just the person. And it's like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like this
Yeah, it's
dramatic
so
thing.
campy, but it's so great.
Yeah.
I did appreciate that every time it's like, oh, Foo Fighters do with music, my brain's like, yeah.
Seriously, I wanted to headbang so much in that movie.
Yeah. There's a lot of good moments in that too.
A lot of funny stuff.
I should have known that it would rely on some really shitty jump scares, but like there is one scene in particular where like they're getting chased around and like there's the initial jump scare and it did get me a little bit, like I did jump a little bit, and then like it kept happening and I was like, I'm prepared already, so I know what to
Which part?
expect towards the end
Oh.
where they're getting chased around by all the fucking demons or whatever.
I want
think I
to
know what
talk
you mean.
about it because I'm like, dude, I was not a big fan of the ending.
I wasn't either because I mean going into it, I knew how it would end,
Yeah.
but I didn't expect it to end how it did. Like
I wonder if people are gonna actually watch this. I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but still whatever.
Maybe next time we'll talk about it.
Yeah, but I mean it's not like it left it open for another
No.
or anything, which is
Well,
fine.
I feel like that just spoiled it right there.
That doesn't mean anything.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I will say I kind of want to see the Foo Fighters dip into movies again and do another one, but not. Don't do horror.
If they took it a little more seriously, and I think I was telling him when we were in the car coming here, I think it'd be cool just the concept of them trying to make a parody of like them making an album.
Honestly, I just kind of had fun with the scenes where they're just like sitting around like grilling shit and just giving each other hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seriously, there's like them. Like their whole thing is like, all right, it's the next album that's coming out, and they're trying to come up with ideas. And he's like playing what he was playing like
Yeah,
Everlong.
just fucking
and stuff
Dave
like
Grohl
that.
just sitting there just going, oh, I want, da 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 da, and then you come up with a blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah blah.
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
they understood that.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it could work.
Wonders.
I honestly, I want to see a movie that's like Tenacious D, like what their movie was, but Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
That's similar.
Does Dave Grohl still play the devil in it?
Yeah.
Get Jack Black to play the devil instead.
Oh, there we go.
Have them be angels, the gods of rock.
Yeah. Dude, they should do that. Do a crossover with Tenacious D and Foo Fighters.
3.
I would love another, like, I feel like we haven't seen a good, like, rock band kind of movie recently. Like, a rags to riches kind of thing.
No, not really.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not really like a relevant topic at this point.
Rock and roll is dead.
Because if you try to do it now, you'd probably get like electronic or that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like something more
Time for a
poppy.
DJ Chachi.
God.
I love you guys.
Fucking douche.
For reference, this is we had a.
I feel like
for
we've
our
talked about it
prom,
before, but
did we?
might
I love
maybe.
bringing it up every time. We had a fucking DJ for our prom, and he sucked.
I appreciate that
ass.
dude sucked, and apparently it got worse the following year.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
His name
was
DJ Chachi, and he was a corny guy, and he got emotional for some reason. He's like, "Oh my god, this is the last dance we're gonna be here," and it's very funny.
It's like, dude, you're a 32-year-old
You
guy
have
crying
nothing,
at a
dude,
high school
I
prom.
cannot wait to get out of this hellhole. Okay,
I couldn't wait to get out of that fucking place the moment we like,
Dude,
stepped in.
that was the worst experience of my life.
It sucked.
Okay, it wasn't that bad.
It
But,
still sucked.
no, it sucked. It's
Dude, like a
because
third of the people got food poisoning.
Yeah, I heard about that too, and I was like, huh.
those weak stomach cooks.
Yeah, I was dating one of those people at the time.
Oh
was
yeah,
great.
I forgot she got food poisoning.
My statement stands.
I don't know. That was
No, I thought the dance.
it was
the dance.
floor
Yeah, thank you.
tiny.
Yeah, it was. No, it
You
was.
can't even call it that. You pushed like 3 tables out of an area and went,
It
here
was
you
so,
go.
It was horizontally long,
Yeah,
but it wasn't deep.
it would have been better if there was 2 different rooms. One was your actual dining room and had your like drinks and whatever, and then an actual.
I'd
dance
rather
room.
have gone to Ford Field.
I feel like that wasn't much better.
That one would have sucked because it's not at Fort Field.
It was
You basically stood in like the front entryway,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Oh,
Not like one of the set like ballrooms that they have.
But
Or
you could,
any of
I think you could go down to the field and get pictures or something. I guess. I don't know.
fucking stupid.
yeah,
I'd rather have gone to the boat.
you
then.
could have put them in the fucking food court,
Yeah.
and it would have
Did you
been a
go
nice
to the boat?
I did not.
Oh, I thought you were dating. What's
No.
your face when the boat was a thing?
No, that was before. Or that was before they were dating.
Oh, okay.
I watched Free Guy finally.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were telling me.
Yeah, what'd you think?
It was a little bit different than what I was expecting, but it was still good.
What'd you think of the licensing?
You know, I was surprised by quite a bit of it actually.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that there was a scorpion tank from Halo.
Yep.
At one point.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of a shock. When I saw they had like the portal gun and some of that shit, that wasn't very surprising. What really surprised me, especially it being a Fox property, and I think this had been before Disney got Fox, was the Marvel shit and the Star Wars shit that they had in it.
Mm-hmm.
I will
like
say,
they went hard. Like, they got the theme. That's fine.
yeah.
Oh, they got they got a Chris Evans kid.
Dude,
What the?
that was the
What the shit?
that was my favorite part of that movie
dude, that
was
was
Chris
glorious.
Evans.
Yeah.
I was
Very
just
funny.
not expecting him. Like, oh, this was.
That being said, I was very traumatized by the final antagonist there. Because my brain was just
Dude.
going, what is the perfected Ryan Reynolds? Are they just going to put like Jake Gyllenhaal out here?
Well, I was confused a little bit until I saw him. Like, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot they were like beefing him up or whatever. Yeah, I was.
I was kind of just waiting for it to be like, oh no, it's me, but better. And The Rock just shows up or something.
Oh my god.
Just something very blatant. I
I-
feel like, oh sorry.
I was just a little surprised about the plot. Like, it was different than what I thought, and I was like, this is fine that it's this way and not how I imagined.
Yeah, it was fun. It did well for what it was going for.
I hope Taika Waititi doesn't like just put himself into these roles to play the same exact character.
I did not realize that was him at first.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I think I was more
Weird seeing him not rock like.
Well, I think it was because I was more focused on who the fuck the the one programmer guy was Keys, because I was like, he looks so fucking familiar, and I don't know why. And then I looked it up, and he's one of the kids in Stranger Things, and then that was when I saw that. The guy you just said, fuck.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, him. And that's when I realized he was in. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't think I had seen. Actually, I don't think I had seen his character yet in the movie. So I was like, oh, I wonder who he is. And I'm like, oh, there he is.
Look up. Not a discreet role.
Yeah, I did not like his character at all. And
That
I'm
was
sure
kind
that,
of the
I
point.
know that was the point, but my God,
My
I
brain was
hated him.
like the moment he appeared on screen. I'm like, oh, Activision's in this movie.
Yeah.
It was definitely one of those things of, you bastards went hard on this, and I hate that I can recognize source material from that. It's like, oh, fuck this feature. We're going to do a blah, blah, blah. I know the company that does that now.
Yeah,
That exists in my brain. I could actually go, yeah, fuck that company. Knowledge is a weird thing to have. Shit
Yeah.
makes sense now. It's
Speaking
weird.
of knowledge, what do you
Knowledge.
think about the war?
I think it sucks ass.
Yeah.
yeah.
Good for Ukraine for like standing up and like actually pushing them back.
It is very nice to have news of like a general society that is not just garbage as a whole. It's like, oh, we've taken these Russian soldiers as prisoner. Oh, Christ, what do you do? We asked them what the fuck's going on and then called their moms to come pick them up. I'm like, that is wholesome kind of kick ass.
There was this grandma
Good
that
job,
gave.
Ukraine.
There was this grandma that gave the soldier some sunflower seeds, and she's like, the seeds. I think she like wrote on the seeds like, you can go fuck off to where you came from, and your blood will like make these sprout into sunflowers or something.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like at least you leave behind something pretty or whatever that was.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hard as shit.
That's
That
crazy.
is fucking metal. That's dope. Grandma.
Russia. It honestly, when
the
this shit's
power of
all over,
babushka. I'm like, babusha, I think
I
it's the
don't-
Ukrainian version
I
of
don't
it.
know.
Robushka.
Yeah.
I just hope that there's a lot of, I guess, punishment for Russia when this shit's over, because I've been kind of getting it stuff here and there about it, and one of the last things I saw was they had like essentially opened fire on like civilian things where like there's like zero military like residency or like any military importance there, and there's like hospitals and other shit like that. It's like, that's just fucked up. Like, come on.
Very much so. All of
It's
this
to
is
get
just,
them in fear so they won't.
I mean,
Fire back.
that's fair, but that's also a fucking
know.
war crime.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the war is a crime.
well, yeah. I just my other thing too is like, what is even the fucking reason? Like, what was Russia's even reason for invading?
They just wanted it back.
it's one of those things of you can point to, oh, there's this resource, there's this political statement, there's this, there's that. Ultimately, someone in a room went, I want the world to change because I demanded.
Putin.
I was gonna say, so Putin.
Yeah.
Putin.
Like, it
God,
sucks
listen,
ass for, like, Russian citizens who get caught up in this nonsense. Because the sanctions are going to come down hard on them before anyone in
Yeah.
real
Well, they're
power
already-
feels the pinch.
They're already fucked for like money and stuff. The
Yeah, it's
currency
like, yeah,
already tanked.
fucker, go to Starbucks,
Yeah.
see if you can order anything.
Yeah. And they who's not accepting whatever the fuck?
Oh, there's been
Nintendo.
a large amount of corporations that have spoken out like, oh, we're no longer doing this.
We
We're
no longer accept
retreating
rupees.
Yeah, and I had the joke of, look, Nintendo almost gave a shit about another country. They refused to accept their currency for purchases of their property. It's like,
You're welcome.
thanks, guys. I'm glad you're concerned about making sure you get paid during this tense political upheaval.
Yeah, because I saw a bunch of film studios are pulling movies that are supposed to come out soon. Like,
You know, like filming's like suspended indefinitely. There's other shit. There's people that are like closing locations. Motherfucker, make a decision. Yeah. It is nice to see
I just feel bad. Sorry.
unity.
I feel
Yeah.
bad for the Russians that don't have a part of this.
yeah, well, I saw something on Twitter about how like all these people who were born, basically all these Gen Z kids who were born 2000 or whatever, or after that, they've only been under Putin. They've never had a voice in this shit. So it's like, that kind of sucks ass. Like, they don't.
No, in the amount of reports that are like,
bring back Stalin.
Is that any better?
No.
Okay.
No.
So I thought.
Yeah, just the number of reports is like, okay, we've taken these people prisoner. The fuck are you guys doing? We're not really sure. We had like training for a week and they got shipped here in uniform. What do you do normally? I'm a French teacher.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Germany's fucking hyped there on the winning side this time.
I suppose it's like people are going to be really weird reading the textbook Germany would proudly march through Poland to attack Russia. And it's like, yeah, that'd be weird.
Is in a very odd predicament because they also buy their oil and gas from Russia.
Well, that's a lot of people over there
Yep.
because that's like Russia's fucking big thing. It's like they produce energy and power, then China's like manufacturing's backbone.
The other thing that I sucked, and I don't know why I didn't fucking do it before this shit got that bad, was I didn't think about getting gas sooner because I was like, when I knew this, when this started, I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna fuck up gas prices too, probably. Sure enough, I went to get gas yesterday. I paid it was like $3.79. I was like, son of a bitch. I mean, dude. I know it's worse for you because you do diesel, but I'm like,
thanks Volkswagen
God
and your
damn
premium
it,
gas.
Volkswagen.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, like that sucked. And
I paid
$57 tons
today.
of miles.
Oh my God.
My tank was empty.
Okay, well.
So were the Russians, and then the Ukraine stole it, and then now they're not taxed.
So
for
yeah,
them.
if you want to purchase a tank on eBay, I believe there's a couple listings now.
I don't want to imagine.
Does it come prepagged?
That is the joke. It's like, oh, shipping's gonna get you though.
Does it come with ammo?
I'd hope not.
I would hope not too, but
Does it come with fuel?
dude, that would suck.
Nope. And they're just gonna drop it off in your.
You have to go steal that yourself. It's a wild fucking situation.
It's tough.
Yeah. It's I hope that
Things chill out.
I hope she gets better than before it gets
really
worse.
wild. Just like talking to buddies on Discord, a lot of them are like over in like Europe.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
I forgot about that.
So it's like, how's everyone feeling about Elden Ring? Woo! How's everyone feeling about the other thing? Ah!
Yeah.
Woo! I'm gonna take
Damn
my
it,
skill.
Sergey, stop it. Yeah, hopefully it comes to a conclusion shortly, cause
we'll see.
Yeah.
trying to do this conflict with the level of media presence that exists now. Ooh, does it get draining very quickly?
Did you hear about how there was the supposed Ukraine fighter, like jet fighter, that was supposedly taking out all these Russian.
Yeah, the Phantom or whatever.
Yeah, like the ghost of whatever the capital is. I can't think of the capital.
Kiev.
Yeah, it was like the ghost of Kiev, and then it came out that it was fake. It was through some like simulator kind of thing. I was like, that sucks ass, because like that was like a good, that
propaganda can be powerful.
I know, and like I guess the devs came out for that game and they're like, please don't use our game for that shit.
Please no.
Yeah, like I mean, that is a very real thing now of how like detailed games are now like that.
Well, just the sheer amount of how much of this exists in cyberspace. Because the fun thing people keep noticing is, a lot of political bots on Facebook have suddenly stopped responding quite a bit.
Oh.
It's weird that like anti-Biden sentiment is no longer trending at 3 a.m. on Facebook for some reason. Wonder why that is.
Yeah.
Because they're all dead. They've been taken
They need the bandwidth.
Dude. Thank God Hillary Clinton. Thank God she's out of the office. Trump is like the Republicans' #1 person who they want to run.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like,
God
Jesus
damn it!
Yeah,
Just say there, it's like, this is you guys are still backing this horse? The guy that's like, Putin,
Hillary
genius
Clinton-
move.
Well,
I
don't think. No, I don't think he's gonna be like that next time.
I just
no,
don't
that was like a
understand.
comment he made
Yeah.
in response
He's
to
a
like,
great businessman.
Yeah.
Great in China.
I just don't understand how anyone can support him after what happened last year with the inauguration shit. Like, how dumb are fucking people?
Yeah.
Like, I just
the
don't
fun
get it.
thing that people are like bringing up is like, you know, the fucking world leader he tried to fucking pressure into deals? That's the fucking Ukrainian dude that's currently like out and about doing shit.
Oh,
That is who he tried to tit for tat.
yeah. I'm
I don't know, man.
not looking
The
forward
world
to
at large.
Yeah.
Shit show.
I'm just thankful that we are not dealing with it over on our front. That is pretty nice. Because
Yeah.
Russia's actually very close to us, and I did not realize that.
Yeah.
Very close.
Yeah, you don't really see that on the map all that often.
Nope.
But you- Oh, what if I go north?
Why don't we just cut Alaska off and push it over there?
They can keep Alaska.
Keep it. Alaska, just move on down.
Yeah, it's definitely a little. I mean, it is scary for really any nation at this point, considering the amount of fucking nuclear shit that they have. Like, I don't know. It's
Shit show.
like, yes, it's not like super likely that they do more shit and like hit the U.S. or anything, but there's
You never know.
still the smallest fucking chance.
Yeah,
One
it
fucking
becomes
thing.
a
Finger
case
on the
of-
button.
Yeah, exactly.
At what point has pettiness just evolved, or just fucking?
Yeah, fuck me. Fuck you. Dink.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't know, man.
We'll see. Hopefully, it stays contained.
Yeah.
Because like in my brain, there was always like a decorum with like politics and stuff. Like in theory, adults were supposed to speak in a way that made them appear at least somewhat dignified or with it.
He did
And
this.
then you have
She
like
did this.
two senators just like loudly yelling during like Biden's fucking State of the Union. It's like,
Oh yeah,
you motherfuckers realize you're not at like a football rally, right?
Yeah.
I think I heard about that.
This is not your kid's thing, okay? Calm down.
Yeah, it's like, have some fucking class. And this is coming from me. If I could figure this shit out, surely someone else can.
Bunch
Yeah.
of fucking boomers.
Okay, boomer. Anyway,
It's fucking wild.
yeah. I'm ready to talk about music now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm really
Moving
tired.
on to lighter topics.
So, it was the 22nd of February.
Uh-huh.
It was the 1 year anniversary of Daft Punk splitting.
Yeah.
And I knew it was coming up. However, I didn't know it was that day when it happened. And I was like, oh shit, like this kind of sucks to remember. And then I noticed that on at least Facebook first, they started changing their social media stuff. I'm like, that's bizarre. Well, then I'm on Twitter and like I'm looking at the trending thing and Daft Punk's on there. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm looking at it. And I'm reading through comments and people are freaking out about how they're changing their Instagram, their Facebook. They made a Twitter. And then people are like, oh, they updated their website. I'm like, that's weird. And I can't remember what it had. I think it was like the tour name. I think it was like Daft and Direct 97. I'm like, okay, this is weird. And it had a link to that said watch live. Well, I clicked it and it's a Twitch channel for them. And it's just a fucking countdown timer. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what are they doing? So like everyone's like unsure, like not sure what the fuck's going on. Well, it starts and it turns out that they were streaming footage from a gig they did in LA in 97 on one of their first tours, and this was before they wore helmets, which is very rare because Daft Punk very rarely took them off. Even in interviews, they hardly ever
Yeah.
stuck
didn't
to
I
wear
don't
it.
even
character,
remember
especially
them. I don't even know their faces. I don't think I've seen them.
There are images of it, like again, like before they started wearing them or whatever, but it's super rare to see it. And I finally
Yeah,
found
because if you're just out of helmet, there's what, two random French dudes?
yeah,
Or-
basically.
Yeah.
And I found a Rolling Stones article that was like, oh, they're live streaming this footage, and it's one of those things where it's a one and done thing. There's gonna be no VOD or whatever, which I'm sure that someone recorded it and it's on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, the internet has
Um,
its ways.
But I found out that it's to celebrate the 25th anniversary of their first album, Homework, and which technically it came out in like January of '97, but it just made more sense to do it on their anniversary than splitting, which I think that's fair. And they reissued Homework as an album, and I think it was their live 2017 album. I think 2007 or 2005, which is one of their live albums. And I guess they just haven't been in circulation for a while, so they're just reissuing those. And they did a 25th anniversary deluxe thing, I guess. It's on Spotify now, and I thought they were doing a box set for a vinyl, but I don't know. I couldn't find it. Although when I went to the Amazon page, I pre-ordered the copy of it because I don't have it on vinyl and I wanted it, but I don't know if it's the anniversary one. I know because it has like remixes or whatever. Because there was another option for a limited time or limited edition one, and it was sold out by the time I looked at it, and it was like $300.
Ooh.
And so I'm like, I don't know if I would have bought that if it was that much.
Crazy.
But yeah, I think obviously people were kind of hoping they were gonna like, we're back kind of thing. Which
no, we're dead.
I would have been happy, but at the same time, I'm like, this was still cool to see.
Let him go, Josh.
I mean,
just let him go.
That's the thing. Like, yes, I wish they would have came back and done one more, but this was still, but this was still a cool thing that they did. Even if it was like
you would get lucky, Josh.
Are you up all night to get some?
No.
Yeah, story of his life.
I would have been happy even if it was like, oh, we're doing a reunion tour kind of thing. Like I definitely like that's one group who I wanted to see live. And I'm sad
we're gonna tour with Nickelback.
God, I hope not. I really do want to see them live, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah,
that
I agree. Nickelback sounds pretty good right now.
That's not who I'm talking about. Fuck that.
Nickelback is not a bad band.
I don't care, but I don't want to see them. I would rather see Daft Punk over them.
I'd rather see them dead.
I don't know about that.
In a box down the river.
But yeah, that was kind of a cool thing that they did that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
It's cool.
So I have, for music wise, I have Around the World by Daft Punk, classic.
Okay.
Sell out.
Jesus. Yeah, I have Around the World by Daft Punk. I have Nothing for Free by Pendulum, which I heard at the hockey game I went to.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it, I'm like, this is kind of cool, and I found it, I'm like, oh,
Pretty
sweet.
back and forth.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I have Slender Bodies put out two more singles.
Mm-hmm.
I Can't Make Up My Mind and Tiger Balm. Pegboard Nerds and Robin Vane Multiverse. I love that track.
That sounds very suggestive.
What?
Pegboard. Wait,
Nerds.
Pegboard what?
Pegboard Nerds.
And?
Robin Vane.
Yeah. That sounds like a porno name. Yo, it's your boy Robin Vane. Anyway.
Those are my songs.
What were mine?
Pegging and Drugs by The Fun Times. And
You had The Four Seasons. Is that Symphony?
Yeah.
By
baby.
Vivaldi. Blue Monday by New Order.
Yep.
Sunny by Boney M.
Yep.
Alex had.
I know what mine were.
Okay.
I had a cover of Use Somebody by
Okay.
Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox.
You know that I could use
Which is
somebody.
basically they just do like jazz covers or like different time periods in terms of their covers.
Interesting.
So you might get like a weird tap dance rendition of like Thriller or that kind of deal. It's quite fun. And the other one is a purely instrumental called Soothsayer by Buckethead, who is a gentleman that is a very skilled guitarist that wears typically a KFC bucket.
Any
upon
relation
his
to
dome.
Cuphead?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
And we also have March of the Insane by Dream Widow, which is
Yep.
the fictional band from Studio 666.
Not as good as
The actual song.
the
in
actual
it.
song, which is
I'm
very.
sad they did not release a 43-minute.
That's what I said.
I would have been fine if it was a condensed thing. Not that fucking long.
I honestly just want to rewatch the clip where he was like listening to it, and he just
Yeah.
started heading back. He's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah."
Yeah.
Or when he's talking to the band, you do this. That was right.
Honestly, they could have just extended that scene. I was having a lot of fun with that.
I was too. I was too. Anytime they were rocking out,
Just
is when I
Dave
was
Grohl
like,
being weird and musical. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Whitney Cummings, best part.
What?
The chick,
Oh my
best
god.
part.
She gets murdered.
She owes. At least she would die doing what she loved.
That guy.
Apparently.
Well,
Anyway,
certainly been fun. I think it's probably a good time to wrap this all up.
Yes.
Send you bastards home.
Yeah.
yeah, perfect.
But Josh,
So
if they
tired.
wanted to hear more of this nonsense, where would they go?
You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Bullhorn, Reason. You can watch us on YouTube at Tick of the Day Podcast. You can follow us on social media at Tick of the Day Podcast or at Tick of the Day Pod on Twitter, and then Tick of the Day Podcast on Facebook. We may or may not have a Twitch channel coming up soon.
We need to beef up our podcast picture.
Yeah, I was gonna talk to you guys about that, about giving me some ideas for revamping the logo and shit.
I want us to
Can I be
Rather-
legible?
I'd like us to take a picture and then have Take of the Day pod above us.
We need that for the banner, for Twitter and Facebook and whatnot.
Okay.
I'd rather have a regular icon logo for.
Like me sitting down
Other
and you
things.
two dads right to the sides of me.
Well, look,
Hand on each hand on my shoulders, each hand.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we sure do that very stilted family photo. Just
Yeah.
everyone's in a collar shirt. Just
You have the pitchfork.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I think Josh would look better in the overalls, though.
Don't they both wear overalls?
Probably.
We've seen you in overalls, Alex.
Yeah, we
You
have.
saw me in women's overalls specifically.
Still overalls.
And he had a great ass.
Still do. But I think that's enough for this particular podcast. Thanks for listening, everyone, and I hope you have a great day.
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later.
Goodbye.
Bye.